Imagine holding a single small copper coin in your hand and realizing that this ordinary-looking penny could secretly carry the power to change your entire life forever. Imagine reaching into an old jar of coins or a dusty box in the attic and pulling out a coin so valuable that collectors across the world would fight to own it. Today, we are diving into one of the most mysterious and astonishing coins in American history. The 1952 D. Lincoln Wheat cent, a coin that for many seems so simple, so common, yet within it lies a story of numismatic fascination, a story that has stunned both beginners and expert collectors alike. And you will want to stay with me until the end, because what I am about to share could truly surprise you and might even inspire you to check every single coin you have ever owned. But before I reveal the shocking value of this tiny copper piece, and exactly why it is worth an unimaginable fortune, let me ask you something. How often do you really look at the coins in your pocket? How often do you examine those small details that most people overlook? And yet those very details are the difference between a penny that buys nothing and a penny that sells for millions. This is where the world of coin collecting, the world of numismatics, becomes like a treasure hunt filled with secrets, discoveries, and fortunes waiting to be uncovered. The coin we are speaking of today. The 1952 D. Lincoln Wheat cent looks like any other wheat penny minted during the first half of the 20th century, designed by Victor David Brenner. Its obverse proudly displays the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse features the iconic wheat stalks framing the denomination 1 cent and the inscription United States of America. Minted in Denver, this coin carries the D mint mark below the date, and while millions of these coins were struck, only a handful carry special traits that elevate them into the realm of legendary value. And now here comes the revelation that will make you lean forward in your chair. This single coin has sold in the numismatic world for a staggering $8 million. Yes, $8 million for a penny. Why would a coin with a face value of just 1 cent be worth more than a mansion, more than exotic cars, more than entire fortunes? The secret lies in rarity, condition, and the numismatic laws of supply and demand. This 1952 D. Wheat cent is one of those almost mythical coins that exist in such pristine condition with such extraordinary preservation that professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC have recognized it as virtually flawless. And this is where I want to pause for just a second, because if you do not know about grading, you cannot truly understand why certain coins leap into the millions. Grading is the official process where experts at Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or Numismatic Guarantee Company (NGC) examine a coin under magnification, assessing its luster, strike surface preservation, and eye appeal. They then assign a grade on the Sheldon scale, which runs from 1 for poor condition all the way to 70 for a perfect mint state coin. Imagine finding a 1952 D. Wheat cent that has survived over 70 years without a scratch, without a fingerprint, without a single blemish, and still shining as if it was struck yesterday. Such coins, when certified at the highest grade, MS-68 or MS-69, can break price records, and when a coin like this achieves legendary status, it can cross into the millions, creating a frenzy among elite collectors and auction houses. And now let us reveal some of the physical secrets of this coin, because numismatics is not just about stories. It is about precise detail. The 1952 D. Lincoln Wheat cent is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It carries a diameter of 19 millimeters, a thickness of 1.55 millimeters, and a weight of 3.11 grams to a non-collector. These numbers might seem meaningless, but to those who live in the world of rare currency, these details are the fingerprint of authenticity. But wait, I know the question that is burning in your mind right now. If a coin like this is worth $8 million, how do you sell it? How do you make sure you do not lose its value by selling it to the wrong person or the wrong place? The answer lies in choosing the right path. Never ever take a coin like this to a pawn shop or a local dealer who does not specialize in rare numismatics. The true power of selling lies in professional auction houses like Heritage, Auction Stacks Bowers, or Great Collections. These platforms connect your coin to elite collectors, investors, and institutions who will fight to own it, pushing the price far beyond what you could ever imagine. And if you want to keep control, you can also consider private sales through certified numismatic brokers, but always with authentication and certification in place. And now let me bring in another layer of suspense. Because the 1952 wheat cent is not just a valuable coin, it is also a part of American history minted just 7 years after World War II ended. This coin circulated through the pockets of Americans, building lives, buying homes, starting families. It traveled through grocery stores, soda fountains, gas stations. Yet a few of them never entered circulation. They were carefully preserved, untouched, forgotten, and hidden. And now, 70 years later, these untouched survivors are the ones that command unbelievable prices. Now let us pause again, because I want you to imagine this scenario. You are at a family gathering. Someone brings out an old coffee tin filled with wheat pennies. You begin to search through them casually, but then your heart stops, because right there among the pile sits a 1952 gleaming brighter than the rest. And in that moment you realize you may be holding one of the rarest treasures in coin history. How would you react? What would you do? Comment below. And tell me, because I know the suspense of that discovery is almost too much to bear. But I also want to remind you that not every 1952 wheat cent is worth millions. In fact, most are worth just a few cents, maybe $1 or $2 if lightly circulated, or a few $100s if uncirculated in mid-grade condition. The difference lies in rarity and condition. That is why grading and authentication are so vital, and why numismatics is such an incredible pursuit, because it teaches patience, precision, and the art of spotting rarity where others see only the ordinary. Collectors use terms like mintage, population census, and provenance to describe these rarities. Mintage refers to how many were struck. Population refers to how many high-grade examples. Survive census comes from the official data of grading companies, and provenance refers to the ownership history of a coin. And when all these align in a mysterious way, you get a coin like the 1952 wheat cent, valued at $8 million. Now, let us build even more curiosity, because coins like this are not just objects. They are investments. They are pieces of history and art. Combined collectors often compare them to paintings by masters like Picasso or Monet. Except here, instead of canvas and paint, we have copper and die engravings. And unlike paintings, coins were meant to be spent, circulated, and used, which makes the survival of flawless pieces an almost miraculous event. Think about it this way: if you dropped a penny today, it might roll across the floor, get scratched, land in dirt, or scrape against other coins. Now imagine protecting a penny perfectly from 1952 until today, without letting a single blemish mark it. That is the miracle that makes this coin worth $8 million. And here is another cliffhanger for you. What happens if you think you have one? How do you begin the journey? The first step is always careful handling. Use gloves, avoid touching the surfaces, and never attempt to clean it. Cleaning destroys numismatic value. The next step is to take clear photographs front and back, and then reach out to grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Submit it for grading and certification. Once certified, its value becomes official and undeniable in the eyes of the collecting world. Now let us turn the suspense higher, because imagine the auctioneer standing on stage. The bidding begins at $1 million. The room is tense, hands are raising, voices are sharp. The number climbs: 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, until the hammer finally falls at $8 million for a penny. The crowd gasps, collectors whisper, and you realize this is not just a coin. It is a legend, friends. This is the type of treasure that might be hiding right in plain sight. And that is why I always remind my viewers to search every coin, to pay attention to every detail, because history has a way of rewarding the curious, and fortune favors the collector. And before we close this thrilling journey, let me ask you, have you subscribed to this channel $1 Million Coin? If you are fascinated by the mysteries of rare currency, if you want to know which coins in your pocket could be life-changing, then you need to subscribe right now, because this is just the beginning. In our future videos, we will reveal other coins that have shocked the world with their values, and you do not want to miss the next discovery. So smash that like button, share this video with every coin collector and every friend who might have an old jar of coins lying around, because you never know whose life might be changed forever. By this knowledge, remember, the 1952 D. Lincoln wheat cent, a coin of 19 millimeters, diameter 1.55 millimeters, thickness 3.11 grams, weight worth an astonishing $8 million, a coin that proves history is alive, that treasure still exists, and that yes, you could be the next one to discover it. Stay curious, stay subscribed, and stay with us here on Millions Dollar Coin, where every video brings you closer to the secrets of fortune and the wonders of numismatics.